going to net less money than these guys that did nothing did, right? And now I can say with years of experience and hundreds of deals under my belt, it's certainly not nothing.
They earned every penny of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's so easy to look at that surface level, just like going back to what we were talking about, public perception of agents.
Sure.
Oh, well, all he did was, show us a couple houses and he got a check for, 3% of the wholesale price. It's like, no, there's a lot more that happened behind the scenes. It's just, that's all that you saw, So whatever. But back to you. So this time period, you start wholesaling, you're flipping some houses, and then what happens after that?
Well, I mean, my whole time on the investment side of real estate, I would ebb and flow with that, right? Like and I'm an education junkie. I can't help myself, right? And it's not that I'm not an implementer too. It's just that I would get some education, some knowledge, and I'd go do some stuff. And I'd master that. And then I'd be like, okay, now what's next? Or where do I take this? Or what's the next level or whatever? So then I'd go back and get more education and go do the next thing. But it was like this ebb and flow. I'd sit on the curb for a while and I'd be hot and heavy into one thing and I just kind of pull back for a while. And, with market changes and all that. And so where did it go from there? I don't know, man. I love construction. I love it because at the end of the day, when somebody says, well, what'd you do today? You go, that wasn't here this morning. That. Right? It's not like, oh, I moved this giant pile of paper from here to here and I have really nothing to show for it.
Yep.
But 10 cups of coffee to keep me awake doing it. So I always love construction. It's just the creativity of it and physicality of it. And, it beats you up too. I owned for a short period of time when I was selling my environmental company and figuring out what my next move was. I did have a small building and construction company, but it was never a long-term thing for me because I knew I had to make money with my head, not my back. And I also know I'm horrible at managing people. I'm really good at managing processes, horrible at managing people because I'm a logical, rational guy. I'm not an emotional guy. So like when people start with their emotional shit, I shut down. I just shut down. I'm like, yeah, okay, you deal with that over there. That's fine. I got a nation to build here, right? Let's keep moving. So I don't know.